Greetings, my sisters and brothers in light. This is what I wish to share with you. And for all of you who don't care to or prefer not to read, I have recorded my message for your convenience. I know, unlike you, I see a page full of text and I'm like, oh no, this is going to take forever. But anyway, hopefully by me recording it, you can just listen to it whenever it's convenient for you. So anyway, I wanted to share with you a little bit about myself first, and then move into my special offer for you. First, I want to start with why do I create? And the simple answer is, I create for myself because it brings me peace and joy. And I create for others because it is my passionate purpose to use my gifts and talents to help you feel good about yourself. When you feel good about yourself, you are more aligned with and in tune with your inner being, your source. And this fosters your ability to hear your inner guidance more clearly and follow it more confidently, to be your authentic self and follow your own passionate purpose. I am so focused on feeling good. I have been known by those very close to me to be compelled to beautify anything or any space I am in, regardless whether it is a short or long term. They have witnessed me in what some may call insanity, and certainly causes a great deal of entertainment for those who are with me, to rearrange the furniture in a hotel room, even just for one night, to make it more energetically appealing. Of course, I always put it back the way it was before I leave, so not to impose any unsolicited higher frequencies, never mind incur an unusually high debit on my credit card. My story. From my first sense of others, I realized I deeply cared about people. I can remember even as a small child, I was conscious of wanting everyone around me to feel good. And I had a little bit of selfishness there as well, because if they were feeling good, they weren't throwing me off track by attempting to get me to join them in their misery. I realized at a very early age that art brought me great joy. I remember creating my first painting with finger paints in kindergarten, and as simple as it was, I immediately stated aloud I was going to be one of the greatest artists in the world. My teacher laughed. I believed in support of my enthusiasm, which only strengthened my desire to share my realization with others. I remember impatiently waiting for the school day to end so I could get home to share my magnificent creation with my mom. Unfortunately, she was engaged in her own busy work and responded with a total lack of enthusiasm. Her statement that I could do better, while tossing my art aside, shattered my joyful heart and aspiring greatness. Although I illustrated throughout my physically developmental years and could realistically reproduce any image, I would not touch color in fear of being humiliated until my early 30s. I gained a great understanding from this adversity, and I realized that all adversities are a gift. So, although this experience in kindergarten at the tender age of 5 was one of those spirit fracturing moments, I came to realize many years later that her actions and comments were really a gift because internally it did just the opposite of oppressing me. It fueled my desire to not only be creative, but also know the importance of combining that creativity with inspiration for others, so I could support others through my colorful art to realize and be their magnificent selves. As I continued to open up to and be more aligned with my divinity, I received even more clarity on the impact and influence colors had on each of us in relationship to who we are and what our soul missions were. I have come to know my deep desire to continually create beautiful, colorful things is because of my passionate purpose to help everyone feel good so they can focus on their true value and inherent worth. Throughout my life, I have been inspired to help all people feel good by understanding and accepting they are divine and magnificent, despite their adversities or what they were conditioned to believe. I have been dedicated to providing services and products to help all feel good about themselves, to experience a full and satisfying life by living their own passionate purpose. In my 30 plus years as a spiritual life coach, it is more than evident that far too many of us hardly ever feel good enough of the time to more quickly fuel the fire of manifestation of what we desire. When we feel broken and shattered, it continually leads to a lack of something or everything we deem precious and desire in life, like love, money, and health. This is because we are more focused on feeling broken and scattered and become addicted to feeling bad. Of course, this keeps us separate from our inner being and causes resistance to what our inner being is desiring, and only results in a contradiction and cancellation or delay of our very dreams. Because even though we get glimpses of our desires, we also immediately think something negative and begin to feel bad. We cannot manifest our desires unless thought and feeling are in alignment. You can't think good and feel bad and still expect the desired outcome. This unrelenting contradiction causes many to get only more of what they don't want, and as such, they want to give up. Yet even this has a brighter side to it, as more importantly, when we feel bad, it always causes even greater inner desire for change.